You are now listening to the Toxic Mentality Podcast. Don't be basic, be you.
Together we toxic as fuck, don't care, but we love it. Together we toxic as fuck, don't care, but we love it. When you mad, you pull up to the crib with no notice. Often argue involved with no sorry. Together we toxic as fuck, don't care, but we love it.
To Toxic Mentality, episode 2. Oh no, am I doing the intro?
You
did.
Okay, well, let's do it. I'm going to keep that.
Welcome to the Ho 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 special.
The Ho Christmas special of Toxic Mentality.
Merry Christmas to everyone.
Happy Hanukkah.
Yeah,
Happy
Kwanzaa.
Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa. Yes.
Happy Christmas, because I think don't everybody say, don't say
Don't
Merry.
nobody say, yeah, that's true. Happy Christmas.
Whatever you are.
Xmas.
Yes.
Xmas.
Whatever you are celebrating.
Yeah.
Anyway, I
celebrating.
think we got the PC stuff
Sending,
out the way.
Yes.
sending blessings.
Yeah, I know. Whatever y'all celebrate. Happy, whatever.
All right, everybody. So today we're going to go ahead on and get to the topics at hand. So we have been going over a lot of stuff.
Hold up, bruh.
Hey, guys, you know who we are. I'm going to start off with me and Loretta. You guys can catch me at STL Archangel on Instagram. You also can follow the podcast at toxic_mentality_podcast. Also follow us on Facebook. Fellas.
All right.
She put the seductive voice
I
on.
know. I was like, is this going with the show? Do I need to change my voice?
Be like, okay. Yeah, girl. Sound like the dude from Boys to Men and shit.
So, yeah.
You were just out with that other fella.
Yeah, you can find me at,
Go ahead.
No, so yes, you can find me at Mystical Obsession on Twitter. And yes, that's it. I'm
Dre. And you can find me, what's my Instagram? Dre_Rich88. I don't ever be on there, but you know what I'm saying.
Oh, and my name is Marcus.
So professional.
Bless it. Okay, so like we said, starting off, this is our Ho 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 special. So
What we're going to be talking about, Loretta?
we are going to talk about
Talking about the hoe.
what is a hoe to you, and is it a negative or positive connotation behind it? What's going on? So I know we got a lot coming from Dre, so we gonna let Dre do last, because he gonna take everything over and just go. This is Dre's topic. This is Dre's thing.
This is my wheelhouse. Okay.
So Marcus,
I don't know how to feel about that, to be honest.
I mean, it's okay. Well, okay, so my personal definition of a hoe, it has changed over time. It used to be somebody who slept with a lot of people back when I was younger. Since then, it has changed.
but did we use hoe back then though?
Yeah,
almost certainly. Yes.
'Cause I remember, like you said, a girl who slept with a whole bunch of dudes, or even some bitch ass dudes that told what a girl did.
Right.
You'd be like, oh, she a hoe.
Yeah.
Or got caught having sex. Like, oh, she a hoe.
I feel like we had different connotations when we were younger.
Really?
Yeah.
What was yours?
Yeah, what was yours?
I can't remember. I feel so old.
We're only in our 30s.
I've heard different names for hoes. Now I would say that, like you might, like I know in Chicago they call them bust down.
That's what we did. We used to call them bust downs too.
It's the same.
Yeah.
It's a thing. Yeah.
It's the same thing. But okay, so yeah, that was my definition growing up, as I got in high school. But then when I got older, and kind of going through different classes, and also manners of events and things like that, I've grown to feel that a hoe is not real. Like, so what I mean by that is, a person has their own wheelhouse and opportunity to do anything sexually that they want to do.
Amen.
When they want to do it.
Sexual experience.
And so everybody has their own definition of what it means when it comes sexually. But the only time I really think about calling somebody a hoe-ish is if they, like, for instance, I'm not gonna sleep behind my best friend.
Okay.
Like, that's something that, yeah,
no,
you know,
loyalty.
like,
that's that loyalty.
Loyalty, right. So, to me, a hoe would be somebody who doesn't have loyalty. You get what I'm saying? To a specific situation, I would say.
You know.
So for you, it's not sexual. It's just
no. It changed, right?
Okay.
So it changed from being about sex to more so the character of a person.
Okay.
Like, I know that, for instance, like I said, I'm not going to sleep behind my best friend. Like, if I was to sleep behind my best friend, then to me, that's a hoish tendency. Because I can have sex with anybody. So why sleep behind somebody?
Quick question. Is it only a best friend, though? Or is it like a friend in period? And do ex-friends count?
Now, this is my thing.
Because I'm letting you know, like, once we fall out, no, I can't. I just can't.
My thing is, I don't want to have nobody that somebody already had. Like, if I've been friends with you, even if I've been friends with you, just to know that I think about other people's perspective a lot. So I be thinking, like, I'm walking through the club and somebody be like, that nigga slept with my best friend, man.
So,
you know, like, I don't like that.
If you get engaged with them, is that bad? No.
What do you mean? So you got engaged to one of your homeboys' exes?
Yeah.
Bro.
It was college.
It was college. But still, that must have been some fire. Because, boy, one man's trash is another man's treasure.
And another
There
woman's
we
treasure,
go.
too.
Comment.
Duly noted. So, yes, that's my definition of hoe. What about you, Loretta?
You know what? I think we all, when we were younger, I think the ignorance that we had about sexuality, the closed-mindedness that we had actually is what kind of fueled that ignorance of what a hoe actually is. Because I remember, like, being 15, 16, complete virgin, and anybody was a hoe as long as you was having sex. Because, baby,
yes.
I wasn't touching nothing, I wasn't looking on nothing, I wasn't doing nothing.
I was doing stuff.
I was not, baby. I mean, church girl, good girl all the way through. But now, like, going through, I guess I put it like this, going through a whole phase. I think everybody has to have their whole phase, and it's not a negative connotation about, sleeping with multiple people. But I feel like it's finding your sexual awakening.
I'm going through mine.
Yes, you explore. It's when you're exploring and you're finding out what I do like and what I don't like. And I don't think you can ever say, I don't like this sexually if you have never tried it.
Okay, I got to think about that. I don't know.
You don't know?
Right.
Well, because I'm in this position, because men say that to gay men all the time. All the time. You'll never know if you don't like pussy if you never tried pussy, bruh. Like, you hear that all the time. And I don't know. Like, should I have to try just to be like, okay, I don't like it, so I know I'm gay now? Like, I don't feel like
But
that's
at the end of the day,
real.
put it like this. As a child, you didn't like broccoli, right? You probably didn't like broccoli until you tried it. It was something, certain vegetables or whatever. You didn't know until you tried it. Like, for instance,
asparagus.
Asparagus,
I didn't know I would like asparagus.
Because you probably thought it was gross this whole time. So you
No.
don't know.
No, you can know you don't like something without trying it.
How?
That's true.
Because I feel like a lot of men see things on porn, and you're like, oh, I'm going to like that. And then you be trying some shit. You be like, you know what? This ain't as fun as I thought it was going to be.
So
why you say no?
Because he's thinking about somebody sticking their dick in his ass. That's what he's thinking about.
No.
But I feel like, a little prostate massage ain't never hurt nobody. You ain't necessarily have to be...
Not from a dude.
Wait, I want to hear this from Dre.
Not from a dude, though.
Right.
Because, like you said, the straight dudes try to get you turned. to
Right.
women. But you can try to do the same thing to me. Like,
Right.
you never know, man, unless you suck a dick. No, I know I'm not.
And actually, I don't like people that do that. So that's why I'm saying, like, because of the connotation that you feel like, well, you should try. Okay, I ain't gonna lie. The more you hear it, the older I've gotten, I have been like, okay, well, maybe I should. But at the same time, it wasn't big. I have thought about it.
Okay.
I thought.
I never knew.
You're
this.
late to this party.
Yes, I have
I thought
thought about
something
it,
already
but I
happened.
don't want to. No, nothing has happened.
Oh, okay.
But I don't want to. I would rather do oral, just to try. That'll be my version of trying it.
So you would rather eat some pussy
Yes.
versus, can I say pussy? Okay.
Well, it's out there now.
Eat vagina, give oral pleasure to a female versus then penetration.
Yes. But that's because I'm an oral person. So my pleasure comes out of oral. So therefore, I would rather do that than experience everything. And then if I do that and I'll be like, okay, I liked it, then I liked it and it happened and I'm over it.
But you gotta make sure she eats a well balanced.
I don't. See, this is the thing. I
just
don't know
want them to
about
get
all
somebody
of
whose
that.
pH is off and then it
Tastes
don't
like-
taste right. You
tastes
know
like
what I'm saying?
pennies and
Right. I need you to make sure she drinks water. Like,
But that's just like
there's a
men.
questionnaire I need you to. Yes,
Some
That's
because
just like
alkaline water,
men,
too.
yeah.
There's some alkaline up in
yeah, make sure she eats some fruits and vegetables plus meat. I mean, if she gonna eat
essential.
meat, but
No, but at the same time, that's true. I feel like before me having those thoughts, I did feel like, well, why do I have to even try it? Like, I don't want that. I don't want to be with that. Like, why do I have to try it? So, no.
But we think about it like the things that we are saying now is more of a sexual awakening, sexual empowerment to be able to explore sexually and the whole connotation of women have taken that and empowered themselves with that. And I love to see the different positions women have put themselves in by owning their sexuality. And that's all. I mean, if you think about it, those same girls that we were calling hoes back then
Making money.
were young ones that were owning their sexuality, regardless of whatever trauma might have been behind the reason why they were doing it. They were taking that ownership of this is who I am, this is what I'm going to do. If I'm going to suck a dick, I'm going to be the best dick sucker there is. We going to do it all, and we going to swallow. You hear
We
me?
need to shout out the legends and that shit.
I mean, Pinky,
There are legends.
You got Superhead, Corinne
Superhead,
Seth,
Corinne. Go ahead, Corinne.
Amber Rose, the Slut Walk, and all that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So those are two of the pioneers, I believe, in what you're talking about. You know what I'm
Yes, I mean, like Superhead definitely was a.
saying? Brittany Renner she speaks her truth. She lives in that shit. You know what I'm saying?
It
So,
is, and you have
Okay,
to
this
own
is a
it.
straight black men's society right here, baby. Because this is where they can shine. Because I don't know none of them people.
I mean, you do know Superhead. Superhead was
I heard
actually
about her, and
Lil
I know
Wayne.
it's a good book.
You remember her from Lil
No,
Wayne?
I know Amber Rose, but I'm just saying that she was known as the Slutty Walk.
No,
She has the
she
slut
has the
walk.
slut walk. The slut, yes, for she's on taking ownership
Oh,
of everything. That is
wow.
beautiful, and it's a whole. That's the whole thing about what is a hoe now. And I remember at a point in time when someone would say it to you to try to degrade you, and at this point, because they're mad at you because you don't want to be with them no
I remember
more.
girls fighting if they were called
Baby,
hoe.
what? You better not. Now somebody call you a hoe, you're going to
It
be
is
like,
what
and I'm
it
a good
is.
one.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank
Have
you.
a good day.
That's so true.
Your man liked it. Like, move
Okay,
along, man.
that's very true.
But it just, I love to see that. And I think where we are now, there is a battle, especially with black
It's the
women.
age of Aquarius.
To
Look it up,
see-
people. That's real.
No, I know.
It's a battle, especially with black women, because we have been always sought after because of the full hips, the full lips, the full
Since slavery,
breasts. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
true.
All of that. Our bodies have always been sought after,
On
and now
display.
everybody wants to look like us.
Mm-hmm.
And now you for $1,500 and a trip to Miami, maybe Dominican Republic.
Isn't that amazing how BBLs became a thing in like a year or two? Like how all of a sudden it was a movement almost.
It is a movement. But
It was a movement.
and you think about it, like a lot of people, like the strippers, a lot of strippers who have taken that, have, upped their career. Because we all remember Cardi B. When Cardi B came out, she did not look like that. She did not have those breasts. She did not have them hips. She did not have that ass. But she got her money. She got her surgery.
Got her teeth
And you
fixed.
cannot tell
And
her.
she said she got a
And
teeth.
she owns all of that. You know what I
Everybody
mean?
want a good set of veneers.
Everybody.
I do.
Tink.
Okay.
You gotta smile and hear that tink.
Okay. So, Dre, what about you? What is your definition of a hoe?
Well, see, y'all put me last. Y'all took what I was going to say. But like back in school, like we was talking about, like the hoe was always the girl who slept with a whole bunch of dudes, or a dude talked about what they did and like, oh, she a hoe, or
Oh, she easy, my dude. You
or
can,
send some pictures or something, and you know what I'm saying, like she's a hoe. But like you said today, it's kind of fluid. The term is fluid. I think the only hoe to me is if you fucking for $40. Outside of that.
Well, that's technically prostitution.
Well,
right. But my thing is, okay, I want to clarify what we've been saying, though. Because for adults right now, that hoism of, you know what I'm saying, it's a totally different connotation. I feel like still for those younger minds and the immaturity,
yeah.
that is still there.
Yeah.
For the kids, like, that is still a big thing of she messing around, with social media.
Well, I don't know, because think about how many, let's be honest, how many people or young people have we saw talk about the women that they admire. Yeah. And these are like women who we know are openly, doing their sexual thing with multiple men. You know what I'm saying? If that's the case may be. So I don't think that it really is them feeling like a hoe is a woman that sleep with a lot of men anymore.
But see,
I don't feel like that generation thinks like that anymore.
But then we got,
because they're so sexually fluid.
But they are. But then there's still that whole piece of social media, or where we didn't have them good phones that took pictures. I wasn't sending nudes back then.
I mean,
so
well, I did.
I didn't.
I was
Not on the
approved.
flip
I was
phone,
approved.
at least.
We didn't. Did we have flip phones in
Y'all
high
didn't
school?
have
I feel like we didn't even have like flip
yeah.
phones. Didn't we? Could you take
Yeah.
pictures?
Near
The razors, baby.
I feel like razors wasn't like when I was in college, though.
Razors.
I remember my Nokia.
On
no
those-
Nokia.
Nokia,
bricks.
yeah, when the
you
snake-
could only didn't play a
with the
snake. You
snake
could
out.
not take no
That's it.
pictures. But now you got girls sending, boys sending pictures of their full body, and now it's coming
Honey,
out,
they put it
and
on
everybody's
Facebook.
seeing it, and now like they being called a hoe. And how many times have you ran into these young girls who are now suicidal because they're getting bullied because of the things that have happened? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's still happening. It's not just it's that immaturity piece.
So it just comes with maturity.
I feel like it does.
Like you said, it comes with the maturity. Like you grow
You
out of
stop
that.
putting labels on things. Labels are not as important. You are who you are. And again, as an adult, especially if you went to college.
But I still do feel that the connotation of being ran through is still a hoe, though.
But what is ran through, though? Who's to say what's the magic number? What is the magic number?
Into opinion.
So, Dre, you can finish what you were saying.
What was I saying?
You agree with us in regards to...
Yeah, because like you said, with social media, sex is so normalized, so it ain't like a big taboo. You know what I'm saying? I said that I fucked that up.
No, you did.
But yeah, it's not like a big taboo. It's not like this thing like, oh shit, she does what? You want to know, like, she what? Like what people say, they got the guac 3000 or some shit. What's the
They call them Miss Guac now.
or something?
I can tell you, it's definitely a thing, because especially on our gay apps.
But yeah, it's like women
it's a
who,
thing.
like you said, is sexually.
We still in snatching souls.
Snatching souls. That's a thing.
Yo.
That's a whole different episode.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's another topic.
But so going into the next part of this question, it is: do you feel that you are currently or have ever been a hoe? And keep it real. You know we like to keep it 100. We keep it a buck with each other.
Dre,
So
I'm gonna
this
let
is
Dre
your
kick this
time.
off.
Why I gotta kick it off? I never been a hoe.
Are you gonna do this every episode?
No, what they,
I feel
listen,
like we're
okay,
gonna do that every episode.
the only whole thing I've done is probably sleep with two girls in the same day. Well, that.
Sure you. Did you wash the dick off in the middle at least?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
That's how you get caught. No, I'm saying.
You smell like soap.
No.
Let me
So wait.
Like,
Were you in a relationship with one of them?
I don't think so. Not at that time.
Oh, okay. Because I know you said
Or were
that's how
they in
you
a
get
relationship
caught.
with him?
Oh,
No.
Did you know?
that'll happen.
That'll happen.
That'll happen.
No, I don't believe so.
So that you feel like that is the only time in your life that you were
From my
perception
there you go. From my perception. Yeah.
and your definition.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
So
Okay, Loretta.
Oh, okay.
here we go.
Right.
Buckle up, people.
Like I said, hoism in our adult life does not exist.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So, if we're going with that connotation, no, I've never been out. Like, I mean, I've never been ran through. I've never had sex with multiple people at the same time.
You've never had a threesome? Mm-mm. Oh, wow.
Baby,
Okay.
I do a lot of stuff, so I ain't gotta. You don't need nobody else.
Yes, ma'am.
And that's why I say, like, the whole sexual awakening thing. I feel like, all right, don't be basic, be you.
Yeah.
I live by that. So at the end of the day,
You do what you got
I'm
to
gonna do what I gotta do to get you where I need you to be a couple of times. So, no. But
alright.
for my, how about this? I've never been a hoe, but I've done some hoish things for the man in my life.
That's real.
I've been his hoe.
All right.
I live for that answer. Okay, yes. So I do feel that currently I am in my hoe phase. And I am okay with calling it my hoe phase.
Acceptance is the first step.
You gonna go to a meeting, Dre?
Right.
You gotta go to a meeting.
I gotta go to a meeting now. I didn't know it was a
No.
whole meeting, but but no. So the reason why I say that I am currently in my hoe phase is because there are things that I do that I know I wouldn't have done years ago. Okay,
I
so
think
like
that's all of us,
especially
though.
when it's sexually, but a lot of even my friends make fun of me, you know, talk about me being a hoe, quote unquote. But at the same time, I'm enjoying it. So it's like I'm enjoying the sexual fluidity and that I'm doing, and whatever it happens, it happens. And so I'm okay with like if somebody say, "Oh, you a hoe," okay, like that. Like it
Ownership.
honestly, it's ownership. But it's because at the same time, like I tell all my friends too, when you single, you can do whatever you want to do. Like if I choose to sleep with multiple people in one night, that's my choice. And you can't. I mean, you can choose to feel how you feel about it, but at the same time, I'm choosing to own what I want to do with my body. So but I am enjoying the whole phase that I'm going through.
So we're gonna cut this real quick to just say that make sure that if you are going through your whole phase, we always practice safe. Be safe. Whatever
Yes,
you do, all
please be
safeness.
safe. Shout out to some places that actually give out condoms and also do different tests. Williams and Associates, that's one of them. You can definitely reach out to them
If you're in St. Louis.
if you're in St. Louis only.
And don't forget Planned Parenthood not only caters to women, but also to men. So make sure you also know your status at all times. Keep yourself safe. Okay, so we also talked about being safe, but we all know the best way to be safe is to pleasure yourself, right? And we know there's a couple of different little apps that then came out recently that gives you that opportunity to do that. Whatever kinky you got, whatever hoe per se that you want to
wanna
see
be or
or want to be, you can do that. And that is through OnlyFans.
So, do y'all know about OnlyFans? Like how it works? And
I just know that if I ever wanted to sell pictures of my feet, that is the place to do it.
You ain't lying.
weak.
You're not lying.
It definitely is a thing.
You can at least get $5 to $10 a month for that. Because you know it's like it's a paywall. So
It's a paywall.
What's that?
Yeah, so when you like, don't ask me how I know this, but when you make your account, like to view somebody's page, you have to like pay that monthly fee. So like
so
I can get like $10 for a pinky toe.
yeah, well for that month, no, if you can keep that subscriber, you'll get whatever a
Man,
month.
I can step
And then
into all
hold
types
up,
of
hold
stuff.
up.
I got
This-
some pretty little toes.
This ain't it. It's still more paywall. So you can like some chicks may post a picture or whatever, and then they were like, if you want to see the uncensored version, or I got this video, you know what I'm saying? I can put it in your inbox, and you pay me this amount of money, and
So you can
view
make
it.
money off of the money.
So you telling me
Yeah.
like I can step in some like peanut butter with my toes,
And then like blur it out,
And
and,
blur
then be
it
like,
out.
hey, for $5 you can see this video.
or like if you want the video
Yeah.
with me squishing between my toes,
Mm-hmm.
like
So if you broke, OnlyFans is not for you. You need disposable income, man. You know what I'm saying, my G? Yeah, you need some money.
As far as the people that's paying it, right?
Yeah.
Now the people who's doing it, it is good income.
Yes.
because I remember at one point in time like OnlyFans was popping, like it became the new Pornhub where people was
was.
like
Because
upload
porn
videos.
stars, they basically moved over there. They stopped, working for the big companies.
They
Started
actually,
doing their
did
own
you know
thing.
they have merchandise?
Who?
OnlyFans.
I did not know that.
I seen on one person's Twitter, they was wearing like an OnlyFans cap. And
I mean,
was
if you
I didn't know
getting
they had
if you getting
merchandise.
checks from them, I wouldn't wear that motherfucker. But if you getting
I
checks
mean,
from there,
I would if like the front of it said OnlyFans, the back had your little
all your little
your
like
little
you
logo,
your username
whatever.
and logo, whatever. Yeah, that's from.
Listen, I think the only reason I just can't do it, because I have thought about it, I'm not going to lie, I'm not afraid. Like that little boy say on that video, I'm a little offended. But, no, I have thought about it, but what gets me is having my career path.
Oh yeah.
It's like, but I know that I could do it with the mask on too. So that's a new thing.
So
being masked up.
See, another thing going into that, you thinking is all sex. It ain't all, you know what I'm saying?
No, I heard it's not.
Right. So there's some pages out there that aren't sexual, and they put it in the disclaimer like it's no nude pics.
So what are they
blue.
doing?
So let's take for instance that Honey Dip, right? Her page. Shout out to her.
Shout out to Honey Dip.
We
Thank you for
appreciate
shouting us
you.
out.
But for, like on her page, like she's doing like cosplay stuff, like
Oh.
costumes, and you know what I'm saying,
But you
some
pay,
lingerie.
but you pay it. You pay still to see.
like she may give you a preview picture and then be like, if you want to see the whole set, like she do different poses and shit. So you can pay a certain amount to get the rest of the pictures.
Wow.
Okay,
Shout
Honey
out
Dip.
Honey Dip. That's
We
what's
love the
up.
creativeness. We love being
Shout out.
creative.
Yeah, it's a couple good pages that, you know what I'm saying, you ain't gonna see nothing like that. It's kind of classic. Shout out to Stephanie Santiago, you know what I'm saying. Malaya Michelle, Drake's ex. Her page is pretty good.
She made the baseball socks popular again.
Her page is pretty good.
Okay, come on.
Come on, Malaya.
So I do think that they are, but those are the ones that a lot of people don't talk about because most
Right.
of the ones we see are sexual in nature. Because I know I follow a few people on, well, excuse me, I don't follow people on OnlyFans, but I've seen them on the Twitter. Because I just can't.
Did he say,
the
The
Twitter. But I just can't follow us on Twitter too. Toxic Mentality.
It's Toxic Mental Pod. Yeah, on Twitter.
Yeah, so
username
follow
is
us. Shout out to Twitter. But there are while I'm scrolling through Twitter, because my Twitter has a very dark space at at times.
Black Twitter after dark.
Okay. And as I'm scrolling, I do see promotion of people OnlyFans all the time. So there are a few people that I've seen on there, and I'm like, oh my goodness, like, oh, like I just couldn't see myself paying the money for it though.
Yeah.
But I've seen the previews, and the previews are pretty nice. So, shout out to my homeboy. I'm gonna make sure he hear this now. Just But Kyle Levine is actually on OnlyFans, and he is a adult entertainer. You wouldn't know him, Dre. He is actually bisexual, but most of his porn is with men.
I'm not gonna lie, we gotta give a shout out to all the active porn stars, no matter if you're girl on girl, man on man,
men
groups,
and girls and men.
whatever you do.
Yes.
Cause I'm not gonna lie, some of that same sex stuff gets a little spicy. I ain't gonna lie, I done seen some stuff like, I wonder if I can do that.
And it is, and honestly, and the thing is, so the reason why I'm shouting him out too is because he's a person who I met in person actually. And y'all, I'm sorry, I'm trying not to laugh because Dre is weak right now.
We lost Jay. We lost him.
And you know that is a thing. Maybe we should talk about that on the 6th episode. How I've learned a lot of straight women like gay porn.
I do.
And it shocks the crap out of me.
I don't know why. I do.
But we definitely gonna have to step into
yes.
that in a different episode. But yeah, so Kai is like, I actually met him in person, and he is an adult entertainer. And he is like super, super, super cool. But not only that, but I like the way he actually did his business. So not only does he promote his own brand and himself, and then he does other things for other companies, he took that money and actually bought like a building in his community where he actually like allows people to use it as a rec hall. So, and he makes money off of that money as well. And then he ended up buying like a bus. So now he does like the where you can take the bus around the city and all that stuff. And he also promotes like some of his other people who are in the industry as well. So like you can actually get like a porn star to be a stripper on the bus and like things like, so he took it and built a whole brand with not just his OnlyFans, but everything he do with the money.
Okay, so we can take this back to the OnlyFans thing. Mm-hmm. So are we saying that these young men and women who use that are just budding entrepreneurs? Or are we going to call these people hoes?
Yes, because it's business.
Do you know why OnlyFans was made? The original purpose of that motherfucker?
No.
It wasn't for like sex or nothing like that. It's for like actual musicians and actors and shit to have a page to get paid, and only their fans can get certain behind the scenes footage and shit. Like Cardi B uses it right. Cardi B uses it how it was intended. It wasn't for sex.
I thought that it was Pornhub.
No, it was for like for musicians and stuff.
No, sexual stuff.
No, it turned into that, but it was for like musicians to give their fans that's willing to pay like behind the scenes access to their lives. And
well, I mean,
shit like
if you
that.
think about it, that's all apps though. All apps go into something with an intention, and then it turns to something else, right?
But if you think about it, like Snapchat, you can still follow on Snapchat. You can follow behind. And then you
have Snapchat at the dark.
I've seen a lot of penises in my inbox. Please do not send them.
Not only that, but you can now with Snapchat, you can get paid as well to Snapchat people other things. So like penis pictures and stuff like that. So everything can become something that it wasn't intended. Think of like Black Planet. I mean, back in the day when everybody had Black Planet, it was not supposed to be a hookup site. But it became a hookup site, like, you know, so everything becomes that in nature.
But I think it's dope, though, that at this point, OnlyFans give people who may not have had a voice before a way to get themselves out there, regardless of what your content is. Mm-hmm. You know, it gives you the opportunity.
And it goes into what you said, like entrepreneurship. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like you and going to what you said, he built a brand. Mm-hmm. So there's people doing that, and I'm taking this money and building a bigger brand, and maybe they're gonna branch out from this or use it to promote something they got going on.
It's just like a second income. Like that's how I look at it.
There's some people getting paid. That's
exactly like I know people that have stopped their jobs because of things like Bigo. You know what I'm saying? So there's these apps where people are now creating, like you said, their own entrepreneurial ideas and taking them and becoming like better paying jobs than people who go to school. Like let's be honest. Yeah. So it's like that's kind of what I looked at it, because during my period where I thought about doing it, it was like I ain't had no money right then. So I was like, you know what? And somebody one told me, this one dude did tell me, I ain't gonna who it was, but he was like, well, you out here doing all you doing, you might as well make money off of it. And you think about it, because you think about, for instance, how girls, I mean, no shade, but some girls be like, you know, if they dating somebody, they getting money out of them and, you know, stuff like that. So if I'm out here...
You got to pay where you like.
You got to pay where you like. City Girls that started something, okay? And City Girls was a movement, okay?
No, I feel like your old mom, your grandma done told you
well,
that.
true,
It was proper
true.
pussy management back in the day. Your grandma done told you.
Hold on, we got to go
nothing
back
for
to
free.
that. Proper pussy management. That is the word of the day, everybody. Proper pussy management, yes.
Because I feel like a lot of these young girls don't have proper pussy management. Like,
That's where this $40 came from.
I mean, you need more than $40,
Thank
baby.
you.
Nothing in my life is $40.
Not even.
So that's that's lunch.
Wouldn't touch that.
That's
And
lunch.
that's real though, because if you are dedicating yourself to somebody, I mean, you know who you are, so why not want that out of somebody?
You know what? My daddy has always told me. You know, you always got to
Proper
go with
pussy
your daddy.
management.
And it was legit proper pussy management, but coming from a dad point of view. So my dad was always like, make sure if you land with a man, he can do for you what I did for your mama. I'm like, well, what does that mean? My dad bought my mama a house, made sure bills was always paid. Like, my mom really didn't have to worry about too much, aside from all the other negative things that might have happened. But we're going to talk about the positive right now. So it was a whole situation of don't be laying with this man and just getting a wet ass.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's where this whole movement comes from. And
It's the lack of fathers in people's lives.
no, it's a whole thing of making sure that you get your money's worth. Don't be laying with these men with nothing but a wet ass. And I feel like that's what the whole movement that's coming in now, they were gonna let you know, I might, even city girls, I might do what I do, but I'm
finna
getting paid.
for it. Yeah, that's
So,
real.
Why we always talking about paying for pussy? Why women don't pay for dick? Why we don't never talk about that?
Because men are natural providers.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Okay, no, I would actually say that
I
because
can't argue with it. I can't.
Because men are easy.
No, I don't think so. I've
do.
met some men
I
with
do.
some standards. They not going.
I feel like men are easy, and I feel that because men are natural hunters. They're natural creatures. They want sex. Men want and crave sex. So I feel that that's why that it's easier for the woman to say, you're going to pay me, because she know it's another man out there that's literally, as soon as she walk out the door, literally. Okay? I done been at gas stations and I done seen some men just holler at women and they know they ugly. Like, and I know they ugly. You know what I'm saying?
The men are women.
But because it's just because that woman got what she got in her pants, they gonna holler. So why not? Like, because if I was a woman, I definitely would do the same thing. I do. I would definitely do it. You're going to wine and dine me. And even though I know some black men that do the same thing as well.
That goes into another major topic. Because all men really pay for it.
In one
Even
way
if
or
you're not
another.
paying
In one way or
directly
another.
for it.
But I think that's all the whole, like, I mean, we have to tie it into the whole movement, though.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, like I said, it branded. Because what I'm guaranteed, in high school, what was you getting from a dude? We ain't had no money.
You got hot chips.
You got some hot chips. Maybe the
and
new
a Fruitopia.
And
Right.
a fruit. Oh my God, the fruit punch kind.
the pink. I used to fuck up that pink.
Really?
Both of them.
Yes,
No,
that was
fruit
the
punch
one.
was amazing.
But like, no, legit. So like, you fucking for a bag of chips in high school. You know what I mean?
You
Unless
did what
you
you
was,
had to do.
unless you had a plug
And a trip to the movies.
or an older man. Well, you know what? Love was
Or a
we was
older
in love
man.
back then. But unless you had an older man. And you know them girls who had older men came out with the new J's and hair was done
Yes,
all
they
the
did.
time and nails were done.
Yes, they did.
They had proper pussy management at an early age.
That's just being
Yeah.
taught. Even though that was rape, but that was just still being taught. You know, I mean, you did what you had to do to get what you got.
And at the end of the day, those were the young, so those were a lot of the young girls. Everybody, oh, well, she, oh, da 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 da. What's she doing to get that?
She got her money up. She got her money up.
She got her proper
pussy management. That's the word of the day. So for real though, so with OnlyFans, I do think, because it was a time that I did think about it, and I was like, maybe I mean, I could throw a mask on and nobody will ever know. Like, I mean, because the money was starting to sound good, and I know my skills. Okay, I know what I can do. I know I have been told what I can do, and so I just felt like with the skills that I had and the resume that I had, I felt like I could make a good movement, especially in my community, because of the gay men. They like not only just seeing oral pleasure and things like that, but it also depends on what type of group you into too. So the more masculine a man is, the more they're going to pay. And so I was like, I feel that with the resume I had and the squad that I had at that current time.
Squad, baby.
The squad that I had at that current time, I could make some good money.
A whole squad. This dude got a whole fucking basketball team.
I wouldn't say a basketball team. I would say more like a quiz bowl team. Maybe 5, you know.
That's a starting 5 in basketball.
Well, you know, I don't know sports, but no, but that's kind of what I felt. I was like, with this, I feel like that I could bring some money in. I felt like I bring them, and that wasn't me. Like, it wasn't me thinking about
you and Loretta need to get together. She got her feet.
And we can put a whole thing together.
You're not gonna have me lose my license, no sir. What about you, Dre? Have you ever thought about the OnlyFans, or were you just...
Nah.
You never thought about it?
No. Like, I don't know why, but me making one, nah.
Loretta, so you really would make one?
I told you, I was so serious about my toes, baby. I have pretty feet. Like, if you have really my Facebook page, I do have pictures
to those
of my
women
feet.
with that dead pinky toe, though.
No disrespect, but I'm a smaller framed woman, and I do have small feet, and I don't have extra long toes. My feet fit my body. So yeah, I thought about it.
I mean, I think with the extra income coming in, I would not care what anybody said. Like, honestly, if I tell, because I probably wouldn't tell nobody but like very close friends.
I mean, if
that
you're making
doing
bank.
it. Yeah. Well, even not a whole bunch of bank. If I'm just making bank off of it, that's money that I got coming in. So I wouldn't tell a whole bunch of people it was me anyway, just because of the fact I wouldn't want it to get out. But I would definitely not care.
So, like, when you say a mask, are you talking about like a whole ski mask or like a Batman and Robin type mask? Like,
no,
you know?
So I am just getting into sex. But so I actually have a thing for masks.
Okay, okay. That's all I need.
That's
to
another.
That's why I said that's a whole nother episode.
No, baby, I just need you to answer the question. But
that's also a reason why I say I could do it, because it not only do people have fetishes for things like that, it also creates the unidentified person, right? So therefore nobody would ever know it was me doing it, and I'm still making good money off of it, and I know that I'm also getting a kink out of it, and the people who's watching it is going to pay more because they get a kink out of it.
But when we say that's the reason why OnlyFans actually prospers, is because it gives everyone that private space
exactly to do their thing,
to even, like, you know, go into that whole kink that somebody might not know or may think you're weird for having. Like, you're able to experience, or even like Honey Dip, she had that space to do her cosplay. And, you know what I mean? No one stops her. She doesn't have to worry about people saying you the wrong color for this character then and there. I mean, it's
what they want to see.
It's what they want to see.
But, I mean, did y'all not hear about the one who got paid all that money just for sending farts out in a jar? Okay. She got paid.
Like, and I really don't think she's sitting on the little thing. Like, you just
and
getting
just
air.
farting in a jar.
You're not. You're getting air.
You are
paying
air.
for air.
if someone's gonna pay for it, whatever.
Exactly. If they gonna pay for it, let them pay.
This reminds me of that episode in Orange is the New Black when they were selling those panties, the used panties.
They do that though.
I know. They sell used panties.
Like, I'm telling you, when I scroll down Twitter, sometimes I just sit in amazement.
Your Twitter is weird as fuck, man.
I'm telling you. It's because and the thing is, it's not really just my Twitter. It's the people I follow too. Some of them, but it's just but sometimes it's just like random stuff just pop up, and I'm like, oh my god, like you really selling underwear? Like, but because some people I follow because they fine, but then you find out through following them that they into stuff like that. So it's like you literally selling your used underwear, like it. So, but seeing those things, I'm like, well, dang, somebody really finna pay him for that.
Yeah.
And so and then you see these people prospering, bro. Like you see them buying new cars, just got a new house. I'm like for underwear.
Mark's like, I got some dirty drops.
And it's that whole, again, that going through your whole phase.
Mm-hmm.
And realizing what you like and what you don't like. And that's the whole, you don't know unless you experience it.
That's very true. That's how I found out I was into lingerie.
Again, no. Maybe I'm just the weird one.
Okay,
No,
I'll be
okay,
the weird one.
No, lingerie is
because I know
things, yes.
I don't give a shit about your used panties. I'm not gonna get off to nobody's used panties. Like, I don't need to buy your panties to know, yeah, this ain't doing it for me. I just saved
save your money.
I just saved my money.
I think it's the whole essence of that woman, though. It's like the essence, the smell, the laciness. Because I don't think they're just selling them. I think they're,
you gotta be really into that person.
No, you have to be into that.
Into that.
Okay.
Like, you know how people are like, have you ever heard of, what are they called? Stuffies or something? No. Like, okay, so they have different, I've learned a lot more through my life when it comes to sex.
Through your life or your whole face?
Not through the whole face, because it's not for me. Okay. But through my life and experience, and like even in the different parts of the gay culture, like we have pups.
Okay.
And
Like a dog?
Yes. We have pups.
Oh.
So
they act like a dog?
Yes. And they actually wear dog stuff. So they walk through the club with tails, like they have little plastic tails and
I want
stuff.
a tail.
So they have tails, and they have like they actually wear masks that are shaped like pup face,
and
like pup's face. And then they have a master. So you're a pup and you have a master. So the master walks them around, act like they're walking them. Like it is a whole. So then you have people that are into like dressing up in costume, not just cosplay, more so, but like stuffed animals,
I seen those.
And stuff like that. So there are people who actually ejaculate in stuffed animals and sell it. No lie. No lie.
It's a whole world. That's what I'm saying.
It's a whole world out there.
So with like OnlyFans, it ain't necessarily like a sex thing where you have to like you trying to get off. You know what I'm saying? Like, like for me, I like looking at beautiful women, or you know what I'm saying, women I find attractive. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta be naked. That's why I'm a big strip club guy and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just a woman's body is like fucking perfect. Like that's the best thing God created. To me, is you know what I'm saying? Every line, every curve, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, women are beautiful, you know what I'm saying? Even as a queer man, I find women like, oh, that's a pretty girl. Like, you know, I'm not sexually attracted to her, but I'm able to be like, oh my God, you're so pretty.
But is that a kink though?
I don't think it's a kink. I think it's an appreciation.
Just having that appreciation for the female body, female form.
No.
Okay.
Especially as a straight
I don't have any.
I feel like you got to think about what the female body can do. And how marvelous within itself
amazing
it is.
Things.
It's amazing. Like you can carry a child and, you know what I mean? Like give birth and your body, sometimes snaps back, you know. But
shout
all
out
the
to
stress.
All the women who got that snapback.
All the stress that your body goes, and the women who don't. Like carrying a child is.
Oh,
is
I wasn't talking about
much.
in that manner, but anyway, she just stepped on the joke.
Oh, there's a snapback.
She just stepped on the joke. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
What were you saying?
I think I lost my train of thought.
So what does the snapback do?
That's another episode.
weak. But I mean, what I think about it is, whatever you're into, you fetishize it, right? Or you really like it because that's what you're into. So if it is like the female body, of course you're going to be wanting to see women naked all the time or whatever the case may be. Same thing for, gay men and gay women, whatever the case may be. So I think that it really doesn't matter when it comes to what it is as far as like what you fetishize. But when it comes to OnlyFans, you're going to look at what it is that you want to look at.
Right. But that's what any site you go to. You don't go into the search bar and type what you looking for or what you into.
I do.
So, you know what I'm saying?
Especially if it's porn. I'm going straight to the point.
Well, all
Big
right.
Booties 97.
Hi, and this is a real thing. You don't know what these straight men be watching when they watching porn. I have found that out. I have snuck and seen some straight men watching porn, and I'm like, you really into midgets? Like, you just...
Marcus, baby.
I'm just saying. So this is what I'm saying. Like, you just never know what people are into. Everybody has their own thing. That's
It's a
all
whole
I'm saying.
spinning around and I don't know. I think they feel like short women are going to be like circus seats.
So do you not feel like some men date you just because of your height?
I do.
Yes.
I feel like it's a
I love
fetish.
short women.
And I feel like you don't understand. I've gone out. So a couple of years ago, we had a group of us had went out, and make it short and sweet. So one man was attracted to one of our friends, and he had his brother with him. Now it's like two of us. I'm just there to enjoy it. Y'all know me. Once I'm in the crowd, I'm dancing. I'm hype. I'm enjoying my space. Well, like his brother was like, there was a bunch of ladies sitting behind us at a table, and the brother was interacting. So one of my homegirls had made the comment of, "Oh, it looks like your brother got a fan club," and he was like, "Nah, that ain't even his stilo." So they like, I mean, they're beautiful women. What do you mean? He's like, "Nah, y'all figure it out, but that ain't his stilo." So eventually, I'm talking to him, just conversation, and he was just like, "How tall are you?" 4'11". He said, "Oh, you 4'11"? Oh, shit. Okay, here's my number. Wait, huh? Not what's your name? I guess, we did the introduction when we walked in, but that whole 4'11" thing, how much do you weigh? 130? Oh. Wait, sir. Like, what does my height and my weight have to do with anything?
He had some things in mind.
I guess I'm little and I'm still...
So I'm not going to lie. I use that to my whole advantage.
Your whole advantage.
Yes, I'm not going to lie. It's because I found that certain people like certain kinks. Uh-huh. So for certain kinks, I have a certain nigga. I have one nigga that likes lingerie. I have one nigga that wants me to act more masculine. I have a nigga that wants me to just be like in between. I have so it's like using it to an advantage of what you want to do sexually.
How many niggas did this dude just say?
I tune this shit out. I'm sorry.
What?
Why would you tune it out? Dre, okay, I have a question. Dre, do you not like to even hear about queer sex?
Like,
I think it's interesting. Can't nobody suck a better dick than me than a gay man. So, I like this. I want to see what y'all working with. Let me learn something today.
So this is the most
not something I can interact with. You know what I'm saying? I can't contribute to that conversation.
No, but I totally understand. So
this has
so
gotten
funny
really,
Dre.
really awkward real quick. So at this point, we gonna cut it short. We gonna go pay some bills, and then we'll come back with you guys with the chop it up question of the day.
This podcast is in affiliation with Buzzsprout. Let's get your podcast launched, and you can start for free. Buzzsprout is hands down the easiest and best way to launch, promote, and track your podcast. Your show can be online and listed on all the major platforms like Apple, Spotify, Google, and more within a matter of minutes. Podcasting isn't hard if you have a good team behind you. So sign up and see why over 100,000 people already use Buzzsprout to get their message out to the world. And if you follow the link in the show notes, it lets Buzzsprout know that we sent you. And you also get a $20 Amazon gift card when you sign up for one of their paid plans. And it helps support the show. So sign up for Buzzsprout and let's create something great together. Now, back to the show. Welcome back. Now it's time for the Chop It Up question of the day. The question of the day is, what was your most memorable Christmas or moment in Christmas gift?
Okay, so I can start this one off. So I think I was about like 7 or 8. My parents' relationship was kind of rocky growing up, so I didn't get to spend a lot of time with my dad on Christmases. But this was a Christmas if they were getting along and he was there. And I remember, like, Santa brought me, quote unquote, a Huffy bike. It was teal and purple. I'm not quite sure who they measured this bike out for, because my little legs could not do nothing with it. I did not know how to ride a bike, so the joker came with some training wheels. And I think I didn't even really learn how to ride a bike until I was like 14 or 15, and I still had that same pink and teal Huffy. I found by the time I finally learned how to ride it, every 3 pedals the chain would fall off. But you know what? It was my damn Huffy. My daddy and my mama got me that Huffy, and I was gonna ride that bad boy out. Yeah, that was it. Honestly, I don't know if it was. I don't even think it was really the bike. The bike was just the one thing that stood out about that Christmas, but it was the fact that my whole family was together.
Mm-hmm. For me, I think I was about 4 or 5, and I got these black cowboy boots that I went crazy for. I don't know why. I can't remember why, but I went crazy for some.
I can't get over the boots.
Some cowboy boots, bro. And I got a microphone stand and shit. So I was like putting on shows like I was Michael Jackson / I guess Prince, nigga with the boots on. I don't know what I was thinking. But
you were jamming the Purple Rain in them black boots,
okay.
Moonwalking and all.
Right, click clacking. You know what I'm saying?
I can see Dre in his underoos and them black boots.
I got a picture. I got a picture. I'm gonna post on social media. I'm in some. It was some blue overalls. And I had like a
blue overalls too.
And I had like a blue and red shirt. And I'm at the microphone stand. I got like a ooh, like I was hitting a run or some shit. You know what I'm saying? So
I love it.
Y'all come through for the Christmas boots.
I thought I was doing something.
So mine would be learning to enjoy Christmas in the spirit of Christmas. I would have to say being around people that I consider family. Like you said earlier. Like the most memorable one was like when I met my friend Angie up here in St. Louis, and I went to her family's Christmas.
Shout out Angie.
Yes. That was like my first time actually like seeing Christmas, like seeing the kids open up the gifts and they being happy, and I'm sitting there like, then she had like Christmas cookies and milk, and like she does it all out. Like it's Christmas. Like she is serious about Christmas. Mm-hmm. But that was like my first time really seeing Christmas. But other than that, I like Christmas movies. Like I love Christmas movies. Like How the Grinch Stole Christmas is one of my favorite movies actually in the world. So
all right, guys. Well, thank you guys for tuning in to another Toxic Mentality podcast. Just leave you guys with this. Don't be basic.
Be you.
Together we toxic as fuck, don't care, but we love it. Together we toxic as fuck, don't care, but we love it. When you mad, you pull up to the crib with no notice. Often argue and fuck with no sorry. Together we toxic as fuck, don't care, but we love it.